everyone!
I just want to make a quick disclaimer that I don't want to really trigger anyone with this video. That is the opposite of what I want to do. But if you're still badly grieving over the passing of Jonghyun and you can't handle watching someone talk about him or cry about him, I probably suggest that you don't watch this video. But this video is made to showcase songs that have helped me through times like that. So if that can help you in any way, then I hope that you can continue watching.
As you can see, I'm by myself in this video. I've been kind of thinking of making a video like this for a couple weeks now. It's kind of hard to start, but I'm just gonna get straight to the point. If you've watched our channel for a bit, you might have seen a video I made about 2 years ago about my depression story, how I dealt with it, and the K-pop groups that got me through it. Recently, I've been having a lot more anxiety, even though I've been a lot better with my depression and anxiety for the past 4 years. Ever since the passing of Jonghyun, that kind of triggered me to be more anxious again. It's been a tough 4 months, which I think a lot of us have been having a tough 4 months ever since. And I've been on and off with bad anxiety, but I think now that we're nearing the ending of our spring semester in college and we got finals coming up, and summer months are usually really busy for me and Natalie because we go to a lot of events, K-pop concerts, we host events. A busy time, an expensive time, so I've been stressing about trying to just get everything together. I tend to stress a lot. And when I stress out, I get really bad anxiety. Last week, I had a pretty tough week. I was getting very down and I've been having trouble sleeping at night. If Natalie falls asleep before me, I tend to kind of just lay awake. And the other night I had a lot of anxiety and I was just laying in bed in the dark. I didn't want to wake Natalie up because she had to wake up really early the next day, so I was just kind of like crying to myself and trying to fall asleep, but I was so anxious. And then I had thought about it for a while and I decided to make a playlist on my iPod of the songs that I used to listen to back in high school when I was dealing with depression, and some songs that I've been listening to now trying to cope with the loss of Jonghyun. So I kind of just wanted to make a video about those songs, just to share it. Maybe there'd be people that would listen to those songs and maybe get the same feelings I got when I would listen to them to help me, or maybe there's people out there who will watch this video that can relate and be like, yeah, that song helped me a lot too. It's just a video I want to make. I'm just gonna talk about some songs that I hold very, very dear to me because they've helped me a lot. Whew. This video is probably going to be a lot longer than I originally wanted. So clearly I ultimate bias beast / highlight. In my depression video, it was actually centered around my first tattoo that I got, which is dedicated to a Beast song called Lights Go On Again, which was kind of like my anthem of, you're gonna get through this and it's gonna be okay. Obviously, Lights Go On Again is a song that I've talked about it in other videos as well, that is very special to me, and it really has made such an impact on my life. And I could talk about a lot of Beast songs, but I'm not going to because there's a lot of other songs from other artists that have helped me a lot. We've shown on this channel that we're pretty big fans of Boa. There's this song on her Hurricane Venus album called Implode, which is actually a song created by the singer of NELL, which I will actually probably talk about NELL later. It has such a NELL vibe to it. I think that's why I liked it so much, because I was really into NELL at the time too. It's a really slow song and her voice is just so soft and slow, and oh my god, it would make me cry, but it made me feel calm. It's probably one of my favorite Boa songs, which is a really random song, but it's because it has meaning to me. You're probably gonna see me crying eventually. But what else is new? I've cried so many times on this channel. In my depression video, I actually mentioned Epik, and Epik was extremely important group to me at the time. I had only gotten into Epik because of a friend I had a group of Tumblr friends. Before even getting into K-pop, we were originally anime friends on Tumblr, but then we all kind of got into K-pop together. And we would actually write letters to each other, like physical letters, and send them to each other. And there was some type of discord, I don't even remember why. at one point between me and one of the girls, and then she kind of like disappeared for a bit, and then one day I got a letter from her in the mail, not expecting it because she had been disappeared, and we would all kind of send like CDs to each other of songs that we like, and she sent me a CD and a very emotional letter. The CD had Epik High songs on it and such, and she even gave me this whole backstory about Tablo and the whole ordeal that he had in the past. So that was my first encounter with Epik High, and there was a specific song on there called Pieces of You, and I remember just sitting in my room listening to that CD and just bawling my eyes out on that song. That song means a lot to me, and he has a book called Pieces of You, which I also have, and that's gonna be one of my next tattoos. Is gonna be dedicated to that song. Epik High has a lot of songs that mean so much to me, and even Tablo's solo album, Fever's End, was an album that I had on repeat during the hardest time in my life. I remember struggling so much with school because I just couldn't focus anymore because I was just so depressed, and I remember sitting in my dining room table trying to do my homework, but I just couldn't, and listening to that album while I'm crying over my homework. And that album was the only thing that kept me sane. That album is amazing. That album is ultimate healing album. I really recommend it. Ooh. I want to talk about an album that actually came out recently, and I'm talking about the whole album. EXO releases a winter album every year, so the Universe album was actually pushed back because of Jungkook's passing. When that album came out, about a week after, that album was all I could listen to. It was the best coping mechanism that I could use during that time. That album is also an amazing healing album, and I also recommend it to anyone. There's 2 songs on that album that mean a lot to me. Been Through gives me feelings of my past, and Lights Out gives me feelings of my present. I'm so thankful for that album. It helped me a lot. And it's still really hard, and whenever those songs come on, I feel better. Like, that album couldn't have come out at such a better time. I'm sorry. I'm gonna move on to the next. Another song that I really like and makes me cry almost every time I hear it is Amber's Borders. I feel like the lyrics are very relatable, especially coming from someone like Amber, who we do look up to and we feel like we can see ourselves in her. Just because I mentioned NELL earlier in the Boa song, and also the fact that NELL works closely with Tablo and Epik High in a lot of their music. I used to listen to NELL a lot. Over time though, I honestly couldn't anymore because a lot of NELL's music is extremely depressing. I just had to delete majority of their discography because I think it ended up doing more bad than good for me later on. A song from NELL that I've always loved, and the video, I've seen the video several times, and it's made me cry several times. The Day Before, which is probably one of their more known songs. That's to say, it's a song that I couldn't delete, even though it could be rather depressing as well. So the other night that I mentioned that I was just laying in bed crying and I had anxiety, and I made this healing playlist. When I put it on shuffle after making the playlist, the first song I played was a Beast song. Second song was a Tablo song. Then the third song was a SHINee song. The SHINee song that I put on there that started playing was The Reason, and believe me, I started bawling my eyes out. I was crying so hard. I was trying so hard not to make any noise so I wouldn't wake up Natalie. And that song's always made me very emotional. You know, all I could think about was Jungkook while I was listening to it, and I don't know, like it's supposed to be a healing playlist. I don't know if it was making things worse or if it was helping me get the emotions out and get through that night. Which I think it did, because the next day, even though I felt really tired and fragile and emotional, I felt better. This is hard. There's a lot of songs on my playlist, but I'm only talking about the ones that really stood out to me, or like the albums have really big impact on my life, or songs that are just unforgettable. I'm just gonna talk about one more song. It's called Take Me Away by U-Kiss. Oh my gosh, I mean, just the song is, it's so sad. It was definitely a song I would listen to when I was having really bad panic attacks in high school. U-Kiss was another group that I was really close to at that time. And this is on like the Neverland album. You know, that album is an album that I really love. That song is a very special song to me. I don't know. If you want to listen to some of these songs, I urge you to. I don't know if they're going to help or if they're just gonna make you feel sad. I just wanted to make a personal video about music and music that helped me and the type of music. And some people have different coping mechanisms. Some people prefer to listen to happy music when they're sad, and some people like to listen to slow, sad, mellow music, and I liked the sad music, which is probably why I'm an advocate for ballads. There's a lot of people out there who don't like ballad music, and I don't understand why, because it's so beautiful and it helped me a lot. So it's just been a little tough lately. We all just need to stay strong, and we need to support each other and be there for each other on those tough days, especially with how toxic K-pop can be. I guess I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't make you cry. But thank you for watching if you did. I really, really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate our subscribers so much. Thank you.